Well, quack, quack, we're in. Map 1, FNATIC, 100% win rate on this map so far, 9 in a row. Crikey. Let's see how they do. Fast outside on the T side, it's Roy leading the bomb down towards lower. Heavy ramp setup for Spirit. They're going to allow that drop with only a single smoke. It's a good call for FNATIC. They realize that it's being watched by Heaven, and only Heaven. Gives them a lot of room down towards this B bomb site. We saw yesterday FNATIC had a tendency to go back up the vent on these splits. And this round might be no exception. With players lurking lobby, with Mezzi still on the main roof, options are open.
FNATIC should be real good to get this bomb planted. No one's even leaning down into that B site right now. That's in spite of this super heavy ramp lean that's taken place for the Spirit squad. It's kind of weird. No one fully really understands what's happening down lower. And on the flip side of things, FNATIC don't really understand how little Team Spirit understand that they're all down low. It's a very odd part of the round here, but they're going to start to move out now with a bit of util.
No way they fake this. They really just threw smoke molly into B, and now they're coming back up the vent. They've lost the lurker. This is getting a bit cooked now, Harry.
They've accidentally played right into Team Spirit's hands. I don't really know how it's ended up going this way. Silent with the dual Berettas, good for 2. Oh, Mezzi, what's happening? Chopper's falling out of the heavens. We gotta chop her down. We gotta chop her down. It's just Magic's, and he's in with one of his own. And now just Roy left to beat. My word, what a round. Magic's peeling off for a moment, now starts to run at him with 4 seconds. Tries to fake that. Tries to fake the run up, hoping that would get him off the bomb, but he'll win it with the USP. And FNATIC, oh, they end up going right into that A site. Mezzi does all he can.
Oh my goodness.
All he can, but it isn't enough. What a way to start this series.
That's crazy. You said you wondered why Spirit just sat back. They knew they didn't have to panic. They knew they had a good stack, a lobby flanks available. They can rotate Heaven on an A play, or they just drop ramp if they hear it's B. However, I'm sure Spirit are coming in fairly prepped, and they know that FNATIC love to do these fake outs. Take lower, come back up the vent. It's kind of rinse and repeat. They've been doing it over and over again. So Spirit have done their homework, and it works out well, despite the gravity of the situation for Chopper. Pistol in the pocket, and FNATIC forcing up. This is the first force we've seen from FNATIC. Their pistols actually have been pretty bad in Pro League so far. That has not been helpful for these series. And so they've always been full eco round 2, mainly because they don't get the bomb down. So that's an exception. Galil's out, an AK for the Doz. And Roy, again, we're going to see him in secret a lot of this T side. If it's not Fasher dropping vent, it'll be Roy working yard.
Right, kind of an exciting way to start this one. Wasn't really ready.
This is a banger game,
yeah.
By the way. This is don't sleep on this matchup. This is sick. Spirit are performing. FNATIC have taken maps off top teams. There's a lot of reasons to be hyped by this BO3.
Well, Chopper at -1-1. He's looking to rise up through the rankings with his MP9 up on top of Hut. Roy has been able, kind of gets shouted down the river by the fact that Roy's made it out so cleanly into that B site. They go walking in, Fasher with his dig. Oh, churned up by Patsy over towards main. Vintage Patsy Momo there, mate. He just kind of lines him up, knocks him down, makes it look easy. Will get cancelled out by Roy eventually, but on this swing, he was always destined to get a little bit wrecked there. They had a really nice double setup, split between the rafters and the floor. You know, that's the other, that's the opposite, you know. Well, not really opposite, but it's the word I meant, everyone.
You might want to teach Chopper that one. He needs to know the difference for sure. Of course, 2-0 for Spirit side. And another rebuy, but low for FNATIC. They keep some cash for that buy round. Another A hit. Fasher attempts it. Chopper denies it. And now he is at least in the kill department. This team keeping this one clean as well. Oh, if Mezzi can get a plant, that's massive. Oh, he went for it. Oh, he went for it. Shanked, but denied. He tried. Yeah, you got to stay on the ladder with that one. I think Mezzi was between two minds. He wanted to go for the plant, and then you realize, no, they're coming for me. turns back around, but the right click misses. And Spirit, they stop that plant. Still, FNATIC come in with a full buy, no AWP, but everything else is good.
Yeah, pretty much everything they could hope to have. Roy now, he's loved the run to secret. He just keeps doing it. He just keeps completing it. Yeah. Any percent speed run here of the secret stairs. And Roy's looking real good while he does it. Chopper in the vents, now up the vents and in their face. He runs with wolves and does get killed after one. Wonderful over in the heavens, trying to bait for Siren.
It's kind of mollied his teammate
off. But I like it because that molly going into Hut really gives the illusion that Team Spirit don't have anyone Hut. And now FNATIC are saying, well, they've mollied Hut. Oh, but they're going B anyway. So, of course, it doesn't end up mattering, does it?
Still Crim's on site.
Crim's, yep, still an A. Ooh, there's one. He's kind of like selling them that this is a bit of an A.
Spirit, no.
Siren,
I don't think they do.
Now he's going to figure it out. Now he's like, okay, it is that lower plant, and we're in the 2v3, so it might just be a save here, Hugo. A nice first rifle round from FNATIC. I think we're already getting a good look in as to how kind of mobile and slippery this team is, right? That's one of the reasons why watching them on NUKE is so much fun. 1 minute, they'll be full execing out onto A, then they're down the vents in B. Then they're back up A.
Yeah.
You know, it can be very, very hard to keep track of these guys. And so that's going to be a real test for the Spirit squad. Usually a team that I think have great rotations. I think that's going to be, you know, pushed to the limit right now on this CT side of NUKE.
Yeah, it's very cheeky for FNATIC, no doubt about it. You wonder how much of them are calls out of spawn and how much are just reactions to the problem, right? I think they realized in that one, okay, Chopper's come back up from B. That was the guy who smoked Roy. He's got that secret control. B's going to be pretty lax. And after you throw that A util, you know the ramp player is going to be shifting either on a lobby flank or a heaven rotate, not dropping B. So it's a nice way to beat those rotations for FNATIC. Sometimes one-dimensional, as we saw in that Vitality game yesterday, where FNATIC would do, you know, 4-man secret crosses and then come up the vent, but unless Fasher would find substance in lobby, it never really went well for them. They had to rely on Crims doing late outside lurks to win some of those rounds. Magic is going to drop just in time as they run through that smoke with a flashbang. Molly even down. He refuses to get chased. FNATIC molly off hell. That's the AWP there in Wonderful's hands. Crim's tucked behind the box. They're going to leave him here, but a lot of responsibility for a late lurk. Rest of FNATIC go back to this A hit. 2 players forced down B. I mean, this is pretty nice for FNATIC as far as it goes. But even then, they're indecisive. They want to go back to ramp. Spirit, yeah, they don't shuffle. They just pick a gamble and hold it, convinced in their positions. FNATIC have a lot of get-out clauses in this round, from, you know, lurk outside to Crim's working hell late. Roy's going to get his pick onto the AWP, and that gives a lot of space, but they're still going to go into this 2-man hold and lower.
Oh, Magix is playing it perfectly, just trying to bait them in as deep as he can. Unfortunately, spotted and dealt with, and Fasher's even followed up as well. Oh dear, Team Spirit. This one's gotten away from them, even though Chopper's going to get, you know, a little like makeup frag for it over towards Secret. All that means is he's getting out of the round. I was going to say with an AK, he's gone and got the AWP, but nice. Still, you know, forced their hand here. FNATIC. Feels like, you know, they keep finding little ways to get around the map very, very freely on this FNATIC side, right? This round, making it out over towards ramp. Even kind of braving that early double lower stack out of Team Spirit. In pretty much every round of the game so far, Roy has run it down outside into Secret. And, you know, thinking about it, like, for FNATIC, it's not even like those are the sorts of moves they've done consistently in the nukes that we've seen out of them. It feels like that's kind of tailored even specifically for this Spirit squad. Maybe Roy knows he's got a bit more freedom over here towards outside.
It's a sick peek onto the AWP.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Wonderful as well, obviously kind of like the newest addition to Spirit. Looking to try and exploit him, perhaps.
Not an easy guy to exploit. Very fast, young AWP prodigy. That we know. Big boost to Phil in Dexter, but actually, OG just got eliminated last night, Harry, to Wings Up over in Melbourne.
Of course they
Melbourne,
did.
sorry. I apologize, Australians. They don't like Melbourne. Melbourne. But that's crazy. Wings Up, 2-0ing OG out the group. Mad stuff. So,
Hugo, what's the capital of Australia?
oh, I know it's something like...
Oh dear, he doesn't know the answer. You hear that, everyone?
It's like Auckland, New Zealand or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, it's a city you'd never guess. Obviously, I'm joking. I don't know what it is. Is it Brisbane?
No.
Or is it? It's something I've never
Canberra,
heard.
mate.
Yeah,
Right, look, Crim's out through the door. Chop up, they're stuck on each other. They're stuck. They do make it down.
Yeah.
It's apart from Mezzi. It's a bit of a flawed system, but it does have results. Chopper dead as well, trying to get through the door. And down on B, it's all chaotic. Crims responds with a trade of his own. And meanwhile, Rap's getting taken. It's an all-out offensive all across the map right now. But it does fall in favor of Team Spirit. And 3v2 as they try to compose themselves a little bit now. Taking stock of where they've seen players, starting to build a bit of an image as to how this round might pan out. Now, the bomb is coming back up secret right now, but there's a perfect bit of repositioning out of Siren, who's sat in such a power position. If he drops the bomb out here in Yard, that should be the round with it. Even though Crims gave it a bit of a look in, gave it a bit of a check, that angle is so favorable to Siren. And now Nikado's plunged into the depths of a 1v3, gonna catch the first man, but he still has so much more to do. And Patsy immediately swings out the hut to find it. That was a super chaotic round. There wasn't really a lot of breathing room for anyone involved there. And Spirit are able to thrive in that chaos.
Yeah, they're so good in mid-rounds, right? Like you talked about it earlier, just having rotations and even just the fact that they believe in the positions they take. They don't panic. You're not going to catch Spirit off guard and make them doubt themselves. Great spot for Siren to be in. And yeah, I mean, how the hell do you ever clear that if you're Crims? Hard slaps for Spirit as they slap FNATIC back and find a fourth. Still some Dexter in them yet. Ooh, miss smokes. It's ugly. It's very ugly. Not ideal at all.
Look at the hole on that, man.
That was a CT one according to the map. So they threw two third smokes. And the CTs actually did the second smoke.
Oh, shout out Team Spirit.
Well, you know, it still had a gap, didn't it? So they won't provide free control down towards lower. But now Spirit's eyes are off it anyway. As far as they're aware, FNATIC could be in that lower site. They don't care. They're not rotating anyone. And this is a perfect round for it because FNATIC have been so scared by the gap and the missed utility that they're going back to the lobby and leaving Roy on this lurk. Backside molly for Nikados. Forces a repods out of Siren. He's got to change the back of the site. Getting the fear in Team Spirit, getting the util out, most importantly, is it just seems like FNATIC want to crunch door again, and maybe, just maybe, they could drop down the vent once more.
Oh,
that's nuts.
Lovely couple of openers, and that might send them into A. That's the bomb drop.
Oh.
Magic's going on a bit of a tear. He's getting wrapped through the backside, low on ammo. He had to conserve every bullet, so it's only the dink to Crims. In this kind of awkwardness, Patsy's been able to make his way out through Heaven, dropping that bomb again. And now the second player arrives in Heaven as well. Wonderful's Orbs gets posted. Roy on this backstab, up and over, has found the AWP, but he's got 8 seconds to get rid of Patsy. 5 now, 4, 3. There isn't time for Roy. He needs this kill, and Patsy wins it by hiding. Beautiful scenes there as Spirit claps upon that A site, and you see what I mean? Like, this is going to be a very mobile matchup. You've got FNATIC, who is super pacey, who is super keen with the misdirection, and then you've got Team Spirit, who will gladly, you know, try to outmaneuver that. Chopper can very much operate on that wavelength.
The most upsetting part about that entire round is FNATIC, you know, they probably would have won the round if they just did their typical vent drop. They got a double entry though, Harry. They had Roy outside to cover secret rotate. You know, there's no reason to vent drop after 2 entries that quick. But of course, not only is there Magic's a third man behind the site, but as you said, these instant rotates up Heaven. That player who swung all the way out and denied the plant onto Crims, like, they were so quick to respond. FNATIC, 2 kills was not enough. And that's a shocker to even them. What a solid A-hold for Spirit. And a nice try for Roy coming in too late, though. Could not have even thought about that bomb plant. It's going to rid the money of FNATIC. 3 Deagles in a gun round, only 1 AK. And yeah, Wonderful's orb was lost in heaven, but it's not the end of the world. Spirit are building big in this CT side, in a map that FNATIC have not lost yet. Little crisscross outside. Wonderful and Patsy side by side want to throw themselves into this one. That's a nice deep smoke to keep FNATIC out, and the contact's been made. Now Patsy can cover the cross. He's not needed to. Wonderful has found 2 headshots outside. It's NUKE covering the retreat. Still he falls to Patsy. That's unbelievable. This round has been dropped. That bomb just as much. Not even guns for FNATIC to somehow meander back in this 2v5. Mezzi might as well even stay with the Deeg. Gonna try that Galil, but Team Spirit have just given up outside. Passive angle for Chopper to cover the secret cross. And otherwise, no interest. Oh, he did kind of get boxed in there. That's not what he wanted. But the support is there, and the round is as much.
Oh, dude, that just feels rough. Magic's absolutely wrecked him. Yeah, Fasher just got kind of deleted in that one, and Mezzi, much the same fate. All right, some Vox stickers on the AK.
Yeah, seen that.
Are you a, AK Arabesque fan?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I have one. You know I have one.
Wait, you have one?
You're setting me up, Harry.
You have an AK Gold Arabesque?
I have.
That's crazy.
I have the souvenir AK.
You have a souvenir Gold AK Arabesque?
All right. From the Spirit Phase game of the Major that we
From the Spirit Phase game that we casted? Wow, that's a tame.
It's actually the #1.
No, I know. I just thought it was cool to talk about. Anyway, here we are.
It is nice. Actually, let's talk about it more. Forget the round.
No.
My inventory is great.
Right, look, here we are. They're creeping around outside. Just 3 guys having a good time and a couple of smokes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Gonna try and get down secret now. 3 make it. 3 make it with a 4th man in tow. But Chopper is also in this B site with you. And that can turn it into a bit of a horror game here. You gotta go hide in the lockers if you want to dodge the Chopper. A bit more support coming in for Team Spirit. That bomb is down, so FNATIC are going to try and play around it, but going to be hard-pressed to with all these rotates starting to collapse upon the site in time. It's just Crimson. They know where he is. Going to get jump shot by the MP9 to close.
A horror game. Team Ace. Everyone's on the board there. A feel-good round for Spirit, and many of them. 7 up now on this CT side. They're running away with this one, Harry. FNATIC not pulling the tomfoolery that has gotten them a lot of T rounds in their recent NUKE games. Two timeouts very early in the map already for FNATIC. At least they're getting ahead of it.
Well, you know, they're trying. They're trying to get ahead of it. You know, yeah. That's the operative word there. You know, the tac pauses shows an initiative to get ahead of it. I wouldn't say they've gotten ahead of it yet.
Oh, Chopper's going right next to the vent here. He knows Fasher's been up to some tricks. Doesn't want to let him drop. And this is great control for Spirit so early in the round. It means they're pretty aware that this could just be an A play, and we're seeing that second rotation back to the top site. As the util comes in, they know this one's the commit. It's an early exec. Fasher and Mezzi with openers aplenty. Wonderful cut off in heaven alone all of a sudden. And a nice nade that won't take a kill and might even force a save. Well, 2 entries wasn't enough to win the round instantly for FNATIC, but 3 in 5 seconds will certainly do. Everyone dead. And Spirit back to spawn with their tails between their legs. 3rd round for the FNATIC boys. And That is one way to do it, even though Spirit had all that info right from, you know, the quick vent drop denied to the outside cross with a player swung wide in the yard. None of that matters when you get up a hit that quick.
Terrorists win.
All right, but Chopper's still high-fiving, folks. Bro, I'd love a Chopper high-five, especially after we just lost a round. What a mind melter that is. I'd be like, yeah, all right, I can do that again.
Got to keep up the team morale, Harry. You can't tilt. You're going to lose some rounds.
I think the best way to operate a team is just to mercilessly, you know, call out everything that anyone does wrong. I think that's kind of fun.
That might work, maybe.
Don't be silly. That's what coaches are for. Right, so Roy running the gun with the smokes outside again. And we're going to make it all the way into Secret. And now Util pouring out into the A site. Hell, man, FNATIC have found a lot of success from the top A rushes. And a lot more success seems destined to come their way from doing so. It feels like the penny's kind of dropped. That Messi's gone, guys, have we been overcomplicating this? Can we literally just go every round? And, well, now 2 in a row. Able to get these sorts of openings. And man, if you're going out through hut and door, you know, and like your outside lurks, finding quick doubles like that on the main players, you know, you're getting kills on the top hut guy, you're denying the heaven rotate. There's not really a lot the Spirit can do. This is a done deal.
Round.
Yeah, the same round just played out.
Just a little more yard in there.
The thing that's like even more worrying is, you know, obviously the kind of immediate solution when you're getting A pushed a bunch is you think, okay, well then let's just make sure we're getting in that utility nice and early. Let's have, you know, some sort of rotate available. But the utility is going to be key to suck the momentum out of those A plays. And it is key. However, you're not really going to have utility here if you're Team Spirit. If you take a look at the cash, you'll see it's really started to get to a bad place. And even though Wonderful's able to drop guns over here and facilitate this extra buy, they're going to be, you know, now with their kind of backs up against the wall in this one, Hugo, teetering on the edge of having that money broken and reset. And so suddenly FNATIC could be right back into this game.
And now Spirit have to use instant Molotovs, instant nades on top side. They have to throw everything off of spawn because, as you said, back-to-back rounds, FNATIC have done this A hit. Roy is coming in, oh sorry, Wonderful rather, is coming in on the ramp side. They mollied him and he runs right through it, no fear. What a sick entry. Mezzi gone from the mix. Magix with a smoke ready to go. And ooh, caught out for a second. Vash has taken all that space. Magix has had to drop down to the lower site. We're gonna molly off Hell double, in fact. No worries. Anything to keep that orb back in control. Wonderful won't move in. And Magix calls for a rotate down B. Chopper will oblige. Perfect round for FNATIC to go back to what has been working. But re-smoked from Spirit at the door. It's going to make things a little more tricky, and I love this creep for Spirit. Even though they're a man up, they want to go hunting for info. They're going to re-aggress back on ramp. That's as FNATIC retake it. They're finally give it up again and come back for more. But this is where both CTs are right now. This could get messy.
Yeah, Magic's just able to swing whenever he chooses. They've got him pinned in, but it's Chopper who kind of acts as the unknown entity, dropping that bomb, tumbles away from Crims. And Magix is literally like just the best decoy you've ever seen. All their attention is on this guy, and he hasn't even fought anyone yet. Finally with a swing, and he will get dropped. They even deal with Chopper. It's kind of crazy. It was Roy coming through B that backstabbed him to find this opener for FNATIC, and suddenly the game's afoot all over again. We're into this 3-on-3 retake now for Team Spirit.
Yeah, they've got smoke, they've got kit. Things are open now for Spirit, but Nikados is still playing close up in the bomb site, and FNATIC might realize soon that this is all from the ramp side. It's very quiet elsewhere. Oh, a nice peek for Nikados. Dinked, but he's got a smoke to play behind. He's going to back up into Dog, try and buy a few more seconds. And again, Spirit might just have to save if an opportunity is not presented. Time ticks away, and the call is made. 2 players backing out as FNATIC are forced to be respected in this round. damn, they get it done back on B, even with that sick double setup. It's just a shame. Once Magic's got behind the box, even though it was perfect to give Chopper that 5-on-3, he couldn't leave. And Chopper doesn't want to let Magix die without trying to help him out. In doing so, that hesitation for FNATIC, because they didn't have a molly, it was on Roy, gave him time to come through that lower side right here and take that kill on the Chopper trying to leave.
Now, I don't know about you, I really hope FNATIC go back to a top site hit.
Yeah.
Just fast and right away out of spawn. You know, I think it would be the perfect time for one.
Well, now there's no money, right? It's something you talked about. Now it is gone. They've just got lost bonus with the 2 save guns. So, yeah, perfect round to do it. Lack of Molotovs. Maybe both rifles are on upper for that exact reason. But at the same time, FNATIC shouldn't have too much fear against a buy like this. You also don't necessarily want to run a spawn rush into an eco.
Like versus pistols, but
yeah, do your due diligence, figure out where the stack is.
It's just so tempting for the fact that there's nothing they can do to slow that down other than shoot you, which, you know, has been shown to work, I guess. So you know,
gotta watch out for that.
Nah, not bullets. My weakness, one of them.
Ooh, yeah, Spirit don't want to wait around in this round. But even clearing lobby is of little value other than info, and Bash is still on the roof. Holding this exact play. Main smoke, FNATIC have secret, but they look like they want to go further afield in the yard. Bash now knows lobby's been taken, he's conned that over. Despite that, Spirit were way ahead of this onto B. Patty and Chopper already in that bottom site, but look at the space FNATIC know they can take up towards Heaven. Mad real estate. NUKE does get picked, though, towards the garage. They're going to boost up on the right side of Heaven, it seems. Grims is clearing it right now. Bash has found Magix. That's at least a lobby player gone. They're going to double drop. Was that even purpose, or did they slip off the top? I couldn't tell you. 3v2. Chopper hit a dig down lower. This is 2 split for FNATIC up against Pistols. They need this trade game, and they're all alone right now.
Oh, Basher does all he can to try and make something out of that spot there. But will die after one, leaving it on Crims. And Crims has added a lot of clutches to his tally throughout the Pro League thus far, but this is still going to be a pretty rough one. Chopper has a kit as well, so that's going to really help when it comes to this retake. Just giving you a few more seconds to get set up means the Crims is going to be a lot harder pressed to try and win this one to time as well. He kind of needs to fight for this. Trapped inside of the bomb site, he hears them running towards double doors, and he will hear 2 sets of footsteps. They're being loud about this. Crims with the swing, first man found. Oh, and now he knows about Chopper. Crims lines them up, knocks them down, and puts that 1v2 on the tally. A 6th for FNATIC. And this guy in clutches comes alive, the veteran of FNATIC.
Now they're warmed up, man. Yeah, he's always so good for these 1v1s, these 1v2s. It's Crims. They're made for him, man. They really are. And something that Keto even talked about coming into this game in that interview with Heku was how they always try and have a good mindset and try not to, didn't use the word tilt, but that was the implication, right? Just always stay focused, always keep hyped, as Fasher always looks to be. And even at these really down and out score lines, FNATIC managed to piece it back together again, 4 in a row now, to almost level out this game. Patty playing behind the smokes can stop her across the garage if FNATIC want to do it once more, but again, they're just taking the walk down to secret. Oh, those smokes are fading. Oh, there's no one here. Very fortunate. But down below into the B site, there is a man. And that man is the man with the plan. It's Chopper. There's a man in there, Harry.
Yeah, they know about him over towards Decon, don't they? Magic's now spotted at ramp as well. Chopper is pretty tantalizing while you've got him trapped in here. This is a free kill And so, yeah, that they spend the extra few seconds hunting it down. I really like that. Because now you could even make an argument for saving. That kill probably entices you back in, although, no, it looks like Team Spirit, yeah, still too far removed. And I think all of that really does hinge on just slowing the round down for a moment. You know, they can't go vent. You kind of got that accounted for. You've forced Magics off of ramp. Right now, you have one player, one fight, trapped in decon. If you get that, everyone else is kind of so far removed as a result of no vent, no ramp control. The round was going to be yours in the 5v4 with the bomb down.
FNATIC have conditioned Spirit super well in this game, right? Like, they're in their heads a little bit now with some of these T rounds. They're not going back to what they failed at the beginning, which were these, you know, these self-doubt rounds where they would constantly go up and down the vent despite the entries. No, they're just committing with the opening kills because, you know, think about, I can't remember, it was very early in the game, rather. I think it might have been the first gun round. The FNATIC had full B control. Spirit
and
was,
then they went, back
up, right? So, yeah, FNATIC not made any of those mistakes since. And this has been a very quick comeback from 7-2 to 7-7 now.
Yeah, that's the craziest part. Like, when it was starting, you're dead on. Like, you know, Spirit were looking really, really good. It felt like they weren't falling for some of the trickery that FNATIC were throwing in. And FNATIC felt nervous, but it's a very, very different game as this one's raged on. That's a nice opener for Chopper, but look at this. It's another one of these A beatdown rounds. He's burning alive. Siren couldn't see. He was blinded and burning. And now he's gone up in heaven. Two players looking to move in, and Magics will seal the deal on that one, winning out this first half at 8-7 for Team Spirit. They were 7-2 up, and they narrowly move in to their T side with a one-round advantage.
Hey Future Pros! On NUKE today with a util set you can throw to help your teammates pull off a vent dive. First things first, shoot out this window. Climb the ladder, and while running along the raised edge, aim as shown. Running jump throw the molly just before you get to the ladder. This molly is not the best one you can throw for hut, as it will almost always leave a gap above the hut doorway, but for a vent dive or a squeaky push, it's pretty handy. Back up and running jump throw your flashes with the same lineup. I would like to say this is all you need, but your teammates should still nade open the door, smoke the close molly, and then molly and flash into A main to be fully effective with your util. Hopefully your teammates manage this and you'll have a good chance to make it down that vent.
All right, we're right back into this one then. I like this little compilation of various, you know, hand vibes, fist bumps, and little smirky smirkers, really.
I like how it goes down the line. It's like a ripple, you know. Patsy starts it, and the sheer aggression of Patsy's hand slaps just you know, channel down. It's like a wave, Harry. Well, Spirit making waves right now on the server, up 8-7. But a mini comeback on the T side for FNATIC, found 5 in a row, and now they're full of gumption.
Hello, look
running out A.
Fast round. Ooh, Messi dead after one. It's a bit of style from Siren, but he can't quite finish it. Would have been sick. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but now they're going to drop down the vent and into this B site. All 3 players heading downtown, and Roy has heard this. He knows a thing or two about the secret stairs. He was molded by them. He didn't see outside till he was merely a man, or whatever the quote is. Here's Faster over at Ramp.
You were nailing, actually.
Yeah, pretty good, right?
Ooh,
Nate goes in, Patsy catches it. Wonderful at the mini ramp. Oh, that's not wonderful. That's Fasha finding him. And now just Siren and Patsy. They've seen Roy lurking through the secret stairs. And Siren's going to trade. Trying to get himself out of there. But unfortunately, he can't shrink down small enough. He will get finished off. And that's FNATIC tying this game up at 8-8 and running away with this opening pistol round in the second half.
If they can't see me, I can't see them. Wait, other way round. He looks at the ground, but yes, it's not enough. Nice chase for FNATIC, and they hold on to what is a very quick A-rush with almost no utility there for Spirit, just trying to duel their way to a round win. The main smoke, and then down the vent. Keep it pretty simple. And they're going to force up, much as how FNATIC did in round 2 as well. It was unsuccessful with a similar buy. Got a scout for Wonderful. Let's see if Spirit give him the time to work a pick. FNATIC have 3 M4s in the meantime. Red cross smoke. Taking their time for Wonderful, but he's not going to find much. That garage is NUKE does, holding that main split. Roy is spotting outside, can't get enough of it. Not really in the danger zone.
Yeah, it might just culminate in another one of these top site hits, really. I mean, you've got all the util to make that happen. The door's already been blowing off. That's kind of the golden invitation right here. Oh, even the molly on a hut roof going to come in, and that forces Messi into the hut player. Fasha from backside desperately needs some help, but Roy's reloading, and so that's going to give them a little window to move in and try to get this bomb planted. Wonderful with the scout. Gonna need something keen here. It's only a tag, and even though Chopper is gonna, you know, finish off what Wonderful Scout started, it's not enough, and the bomb was found. They spilled out through the heavens onto the rafters, and they were able to make quick work of that one.
Yeah, I love how FNATIC play that pre-plant even. You know, it's similar to how Spirit do it. You can't get the bomb plant down because you're not going to get the respect. Look at this swing. Crims just tanks a scout shot to deny that bomb plant. Sets Roy up to win the round. I love the faith that FNATIC have in each other as a system, not afraid to just run through. And that's a frustrating round, as you can see. Just getting run down. Patty's got a Zeus. Oh, he did the main drop. I love it when they do that, yeah. Coming up for Silo really quick, trying to Zeus a main player. But covered from yard, no man in main. Main man, Messi. Sat CT vent, 5 and 13. Having a roughie, but it's not been a problem yet. NUKE does. Ooh, oh, FAMAS almost like scrims down, but they keep the round clean. 5 alive against Eco, and now the buy round for Spirit. A great start to the half for FNATIC, but that can all be turned on its head with this full buy.
Yeah, gonna have a bit of a bonus round here for FNATIC. Spirit going pretty heavy outside early on. Ooh, buddy, Magic.
Oh, no. No, not at all.
I thought he made it.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, my boy, he's gotten past them somehow. But of course, if it feels too good to be true, it probably is.
Oh, crossing is just so dangerous, but they're going to get 4 players or 3 rather down into the B site.
It's so grimy because, like, if you're ever wondering, like, oh, why do they throw the nades so deep? It's so that, like, you can get the little, you know, little.
Oh, wow. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Bug hunters.
Y'all know what we know, and I know y'all know that. So here we are, right down on the B site.
Yeah, Spirit have brought their bug spray, Harry. They're not going to get caught by that spam. Well, Siren will, but everyone else makes it pretty well down to B. Look at these anchors, man. Weighing the boat down, keeping it grounded. Roy and NUKE here, probably able to 4K. There's one. NUKE, oh, he had a great position, but he's open to the door, and they're just going to run him down. That did not go well for FNATIC, given their setup. 3-on-3, vent rotate is cut off by Patsy, and that might force the save, unless Mezzy wants to just risk it for a biscuit. This is how the cookie crumbles. Spirit. 9 rounds off of that B take. Very sad to see that double Danish duo just fall with 1 kill between the 2 of them.
Yeah, it's kind of wild as well because, like, it really looked like that had all the makings of a FNATIC round. The fact that it actually ends up going pretty dominantly the other way, certainly a little wild. But you know, that's what happens when, as you point out, look, this little B-hole that was really meant to come together kind of flops, and then vent rotating when it's being held. Oh, it's just brutal, man. You win that fight like 1 in 100 times, and unfortunately, I think it was for Fasher. This was not one of those times you win it.
No. MB9 VAK.
Also, you guys saw that we have a hashtag EPL hot take thing going on.
Yeah.
You know what that is? Do you want to? Have you had a look at any of the hot takes?
No, I haven't yet, but I know that some of the desk were covering some of the recent hot takes earlier on.
I'll read you one. Give me your opinion on this.
All right.
The A4 is significantly better than the A1. The lack of bullets make it unusable if you want to get more than 2 kills.
Is it hot takes or shit takes? Because that's bad. That sucks. What a bad take. Right. I mean, you know, A1S is still sick. Yeah, it has less ammo. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. Yeah, getting multi-kills is harder. But have you not seen someone kill more than 2 players?
It's still 20 bullets. And if we're being brutally honest, it's 2 bullets to kill. And if you're using more than that, you're bad, right? It's a headshot and a body shot
at this level of CS, at this level, if you're getting 2 kills and your anchor spots anyway, you're doing a damn fine job. Like, the ammo is, yeah, it has certainly killed some people, certainly let some people down, but the benefits of the faster fire and the silencer are massive. How many times do you see people get shot by an A1S from far away and they don't no idea where they're getting shot from? I love both guns. I think the A4 is awesome. You could even make a case for the prices to be swapped, but yeah, the A1S being bad, no, that's not a hot take, that's a bad take.
Right, then we're right back into it. I love getting Hugo all fired up on a Saturday. Is it Saturday? I think it is. It is. I got it right. Here we are. I know my days of the week. And Team Spirit, they probably know theirs too. Magic's holding onto the door. Might look to make it down that vent. He's looking at it some sort of way.
Ooh, creepy crawlies. 8 legs coming into the lobby here. 4 players crunching and munching their way through this T control. Siren is holding. And will he sound the alarm? Or will the bomb walk right into this? What an awkward fight. Siren's going to get the trade. Bomb has fallen in front, of course, and now they can't access it. They're going to need to fight through the lobby for this package. Magix has moved into the A site. He's crept through, but they're up at the rafters, and Roy puts him down a peg. Getting this bomb won't be easy, but they managed to somehow pick it out of the ground with their feet. More toes than you would expect. Patsy, 3-on-4. He's got a great position, but he's not in a hurry, waiting for his team to move out as they flash CT vent.
Patsy, that's a nice opener. But will they be ready? Fasher waiting in at the CT vent. Oh, he's going to swing on out now. They learn about him. And they've been able to get this bomb down through vents. Chopper manages to make it in. Gonna try and fight the ramp man. Will decide eventually to just get the bomb planted. Meanwhile, Patsy's late lurking ramp. If Chopper can live a little bit here and give some time to Patsy. Oh, never mind. Fasher one step ahead. It is just Chopper now. It is just Chopper flying solo in the 1v3. No wingman. No one here to help him. He's got to do it all alone. Over towards the doors. Chopper decimated at the first hurdle. Nikados nails him with the AWP. And so FNATIC do manage to stumble back to their feet there after the kind of temporary 3-on-3 in the mid-round and the bomb getting down B. They're still able to make that a pretty clean retake. Not losing a player from when that bomb was planted. So, yeah lovely scenes.
Did the best they could with that rotate, but yeah, man down already. And Chopper, the second he gets to the angle, Nikados is scoped up. Timings could not be better there for the FNATIC AWPer. And yeah, head screwed right on now for FNATIC. The Spirit, it's a bobblehead. It's bouncing around. They need to stabilize on this T side. They need to win a rifle round or their money's back in the bin. Oh, I like this call for Patsy. A bit of a gap in the smoke to walk through. Could try and set up for this A hit. Spirit, are they ready? Lining up utility, but they've already been re-smoked at the door. Patsy is in no hurry. He'd rather pretend that there's no one outside, tucked behind dark. Spirit, look for this A pick. No one giving up anything here. In fact, FNATIC have gambled B because of the lack of info outside. They haven't been watching it all round. It means Nikados needs to care his heaven, his hell wrap, and they've dedicated 2 players to the lower site. Nikados has so many things to do, but luckily for him, none of them matter. Spirit aren't putting any pressure on this position. It is still this A split with Patsy on a main lurk. Can always dive down vent as we know, but that would be more dangerous than maybe recommended. Fasher somehow after that spam gets a kill, and they'd love the molly on Patsy, but it's too far away to come in. Orb will put him down to 1, and Wonderful finishes the job, but bomb loose, Patsy smoked off, they've got to wait for him.
There's even lobby aggro coming in. Nikados leading it with this orb. Oh, Wonderful is going to check for him, but there's another man from the ramp room. There's more where that came from.
Yeah.
They're traveling in pairs here. Wonderful still waiting at the back of the door. Roy, how does he want to try and slice through this one? He cannot wait forever. Wonderful doesn't have to move. It's Roy feeling the pressure. And so eventually he's got to figure out, he's got to hatch a dastardly plan to get past this AWP. What's it going to be? Oh, runs right into it. And Wonderful's fed another kill. Crims has got no real choice but to save here. And so that ends up becoming a round for Team Spirit in spite of like this nice little interplay early on between Mezzi and Fasher trading off of one another. It's that aggro in through lobby. It's the fact that Mezzi suddenly doesn't really have a lot of support over towards A. So once he gets caught out, that's the site open. It all starts to approach a bit of an awkward close there.
So much impact from that T-Orb, like unbelievable amount.
I can't believe the CT vent wallbang to 1 health that forced the re-swing from Fasher.
Yeah.
He was more than content just sitting there, but it forces that re-swing out of him. And Wonderful catches in the second time around.
And that fight for Roy, I mean, there's no good way to play that. Like, he knows he has the AWP trapped, but as long as Wonderful's on the angle, there's nothing that Roy can do about it. He had one flash, he could have thrown it, but he took the gamble with maybe he's not looking my way, maybe he's watching main. And I mean, a second earlier, and he was. So it's just a game of luck there for Roy. And Wonderful relies on his aim, hits every shot required of him. 3 kills in the round, and Spirit now putting together a T side as well. A lot of eyes on these A anchors right now for FNATIC. It's a position where Fasher does some great work. Currently getting cream crackered. served up with cheese and grapes. And it's wine time for FNATIC as they're left with only pistols. Not happy about it. It's one saved AK on Crims. Patty's running amok outside. Got those molly smoke blooms. Quick wall. Allows you to take your spawns. Oh, and the spam is good for Chopper as well. Oh, on the roof.
They're on the roof. Fasher gonna grab himself an A1S. Now Team Spirit, they're like, okay, if they're on the roof, then surely they won't be underground as well. But here in the underground, it's Roy. Oh, he's been seen, he's been spotted, and now he's been dotted with bullets. Patsy's seen heads and is taking them off. Imagine that hit.
Yeah,
Hugo, how would you have reacted if that hit?
I would have gone like, whoa! Wow!
And I would have gone, oh! And then you would have like had them overlaid, and it probably would have ended up somewhere. But
yeah, you want to practice it?
Yeah, go on.
When Crims dies, we'll drop it.
Okay. Whoa! Oh, hang on.
No, sorry. I was a bit ahead of myself.
Whoa!
That's good. Don't tell everyone how the sausage is made,
If someone could like sync that up to the Patsy jump, that would be dope.
Yeah, but he's also got to get the kill, so didn't happen. Maybe next time, Spirit working their way through this T side right now, Harry. B anchors having as much trouble as the A anchors, at least. Obviously, it's only a pistol there for Roy, but even that ramp pick, the one rifle just bopped from the AWP. You want a W piece of this, says Wonderful, as he goes back to ramp for an opener. He will miss his shot. Meanwhile, more control outside. Patsy's got so much room yet again. The wall. Bring it on. Even if it's just for Patsy to lurk. Shades of Roy on the T side. He's even going to give his smoke back, but I don't think... Yeah, Chopper's coming for it at least. It is rolling the wrong way. That is annoying when smokes roll. You drop them in spawn, they go somewhere else. Dangerous quick switch as they're coming into lobby, Harry. I've got to cut you off. More creepy crawlies, more spidey senses tingling as Magix will take a bullet to the dome. Mezzi's gonna go back rather. He's running it. He's just saying, yeah, I know this is free. I'm gonna do it because I can. But that's a bit of misinfo. Spirit heard every step of that as they think it's lower because of the smokes outside. They think that's a solo lobby lurk. That's not. Spirit are coming in on this A hit.
That's so wild. Like when Mezzi watches this back, he's gonna see how close he was to actually die in there and how this now is big misinformation for FNATIC. They're spilling out the heart.
What's them nades
still
out?
gonna win one. Oh, and another. Ducking down. Hiding his little head. Ooh, he won't give you this fight, Siren. And so Siren's just got to back out. I think it's a save, Hugo. I think it's pretty much done. Hang on, that might. No, just going to grab the AWP and look to get the hell out of there. Yeah, that's super awkward, man. That's super awkward. You know, the misinformation went both ways in that situation. When they heard Mezzi run it to ramp, I really think Team Spirit kind of went into that assuming that A was going to be super free. Like maybe there's some guy over the wards like hell floating around. Maybe we have to care like a rotate in from yard.
No, all
so they had like nades and bomb out after hearing Mezzi rotate to ramp, assuming that FNATIC had moved everyone down lower.
Yeah, it's a bit of an assumption. I mean, it was 3 lower, 2 upper. It's still quite a heavy A-hole, but it's because the AWP was just holding the hell cross, allowing Spirit to go down secret. A very weird spot for an AWP to play, but knowing that if the door's not blown off early, they're probably not going to use it. And perfect spot for Fasher to get another multi-kill. Yeah, Mezzi doesn't know it, but he set his entire team up there to win that round. Maybe it was all by design. Maybe it was Mega Brain. Very dangerous decision, though. 5-on-4, another pick in the yard before the smokes blew. Chopper's got his line up to get that main smoke through. Sides against it. As they are cut off once again by utility. Even if they want a vent drop, which wouldn't be a bad call with SMGs and a man down and no real estate. Roy's already down lower, of course.
Well, now they're checking hut.
Yeah. Check it with a Molotov.
Fasher. No, normally he's great for at least one in these holds. It's very ugly from Mezzi as he tries to deal with that. Has still been kept even.
Planting again for Heaven.
Oh.
What are they doing?
Oh my God.
What?
Oh dear.
God, that's like the second time that's happened, and there's no one looking at Heaven. I think Wonderful had the AWP from door there, but every time Spirit had tried to plant for Heaven, FNATIC have double rushed it.
Yeah.
It's exactly what Spirit were doing in the first half. It's why when FNATIC faked out bombs on A, they would get kills because they're just getting run at. If you hear that plant, you know a player's not got their gun out. Look at the reaction. Yeah, Wonderful's on the angle, but there's two players running. He even missed his shot. Yeah, I don't know. No covering, no plant in main, no cover on Heaven.
I mean, it always makes me terrified because it's like, even if you get the bomb down, there's still ways you can lose that in like a favorable situation when it's a Heaven plant and no one's to cover it, right?
Always better to fake it out.
Yeah.
On this map.
Well, now it's just pistols for the Team Spirit squad. They looked to the heavens and they were found sitting now. Forced to atone for that in this round, Hugo. They don't have a lot to work with.
Yeah, they might even get flanked here from Roy. If he believes in it, he can go right down secret behind them. They know it's a commit. Fash has confirmed it. 4 kills.
Oh, but you can't even get there more than 2 kills with the A1S.
There's not enough ammo, I swear. Just get better aim. Learn from the Fash. That's a good one, Harry. That's a good one. Maybe if you just hit headshots. Tried that?
He's on for the ace now.
Yeah.
Magix. Mr. Magix here. In the 1v5.
And he's...
No, he's not.
Still alive.
Don't want to give you don't want to misinform you all. He's still alive, still kicking, and Fasher could still ace. Magic's gonna try and bait the object. Here he is. Tech9 dink. It was a damn good attempt.
Nice try. Yeah, good hold down B for the old Fashter. And he's faster, all right. Chock full of bullets, as are the bodies of Spirit. And 14 rounds to 11 now. Even when Spirit have been in good positions, they've kind of dropped the ball here, Harry, on the T side. Quick outside. Oh, Patsy's burning. They know he's right there. If he makes it, I'll be impressed. No one spams him out. That's because they're right behind him. There's 3 players here.
This is so weird, man.
They're on the roof.
Like, Nikodos is even up on top of Garage right now. Nikodos didn't see him get past.
They know he's there.
Yeah, they heard it. They heard it, but I think even they're confused. And I wonder if enough time passes, he might be able to get the... Like, they're really confused as to where he's gotten to. Meanwhile, the rest of Spirit... Okay, they will flush him out. The rest of Spirit going to try and get into ramp. Tag from the AW, but it's a bait and switch into Mezzi, and Crims they go. And low health now for Magix as he's once again left in another undoable clutch. 1v3 this time, better odds there, but 7 points of health. Yikes.
Yikes indeed, Harry. It's not getting any less yikier. Fasher's on that B site patrolling. And Magix is waiting for a feed that will not be fed. Not to his mouth. FNATIC are not moving a muscle. It's up to Magix to make exactly that happen. Honestly, he might be thinking about a save. Money is gone. No bomb plant to be realistic in this round at a walk to hell. Well, that's a death sentence here, Harry. Although, Nikodos does. Getting hungry. 5 seconds. Magic's should be fine. 15 rounds, 2 FNATIC, and yeah, that was his best bet.
I hoped, you know, I hoped he was just gonna start like wall banging everything. But it is what it is. Would have been cool to see him go hunting there. Could have ruined the money for Team Spirit. But I guess, you know, when you got the ult, it's kind of justifiable. Here you go. Don't want to give that away.
Yeah, the powerhouse pieces have been here this game for FNATIC, right? Fasha 8-3 in those openers, Roy 3-1. That's the duo that we expect. We've seen very rough games on CT sides more often than not for FNATIC, where these two players have gone very cold at the start of rounds and had to pull it back on T halves. But they've been really good on you know, both halves here in this map. And FNATIC seem ready to end their map pick. And remember, this is a 100% win rate map for FNATIC. It's not a huge shocker. We do have Mirage next, which is pretty uncertain for this new squad, right? They've lost it the 2 times they've played it in Pro League. And you know, pretty dominantly, 1 double-digit game, I think, but you know, not comfortable yet. So, Spirit, can they long this one out? Chopper on this roof. Oh, he's going to get caught. Roy dodges death as he recedes back to CT. And even though Spirit are out on A, there's plenty of players here. Not for long. Magix has dropped him and crept silently down the vent. Roy's even won his second fight outside. Down vent might be their only option. Magix was trying to come back up to help his team, but they've already been killed. And Roy is considering this play. Crims even has radio. The second Spirit commit to anything, be it A or outside, he's going to be right behind them, trying to catch Roy's Magix, but yeah, he eventually will. Fash has even pushed lobby. Now Crim swaps contact, and it's just bullying for FNATIC. Every player taking fights, and now Magix no saving today. Or ace denied, and round and map won by FNATIC. 16-11. They look solid on their pick. Right now, that map pool is increasing every game, every day. But is it enough to take Mirage as well, or will Spirit be able to make this a 3 mapper? We'll have to wait and see after the break.